All right, all right. Let's go, let's go. Welcome, welcome, guys. We are live. My name is Sammy, watching our production tips and tools. Super excited for today. Sorry, guys, we had to reschedule the stream. I had a quick emergency today. The stream was supposed to go live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we had to reschedule it for right now, which is around 12 something p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today's gonna be exciting as always, guys. If you have questions, obviously you are in the right place. If you have questions about live streaming, creating content, building studios, anything, okay, anything about live streaming and content, we are here for that. And of course, go ahead and let me know in the chat where you're watching from, and yeah, let me know where you're watching from and how is your day going, basically. All right, guys. So today I have a special guest, someone who's very, very special to me. We've been working together for quite some time. So we're gonna be talking about how he's been able to build his own home studio. Actually, it's not a home studio; it's just a studio for creating content, going live, doing webinars and presentations, all the good stuff, and how he's able to actually have what I call unlimited content with that studio setup. So we're gonna be talking about that. Obviously, I'm gonna bring him in a few minutes. But before we get to that, I have a quick tease. I'm working on the video. I've actually built a super cool box. This is like a streaming box. If you do some sort of mobile live streaming, I used something called Orange Pi 5. Okay, so it's been an interesting project. I recorded a video tomorrow. We're gonna go live next. Sorry, I recorded a video yesterday. We're gonna go live next week. So I'm super excited. This box really allows you to do some arrow streaming or mobile streaming. Basically, allows you to input one camera, one HDMI camera, and then you can output SRT into something like vMix, OBS. And it does bonding, has built-in bonding, so you can bond multiple internet connections, which is awesome. All right, super exciting. The whole thing cost me under $150. So super excited about this box. If you guys know something called Live View, this is an example of something that can actually replace Live View. Okay, so super excited about this project, guys. Again, I'm working on the video. If you're into mobile live streaming, you're definitely going to love this project. So, but other than that, I'm not going to take much time. Guys, as always, let me know if you can hear me. Obviously, I see a few of you guys already joined. So let me know where you're watching from. And of course, if you have questions, feel free to drop those in the chat. Other than that, I'm going to bring in my friend, Dr. Boris. Let's see, Dr. Boris, how you doing?
Good, 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 good. How are you? Thank you for inviting me here. Happy to be here.
Oh man, the honor is mine. I'm super super excited to actually have this chat with you. For the people who don't know about you, first of all, you're a doctor, and you are on a live stream. so, just for the people who don't know about you, obviously, I've been working with you for quite some time. Can you introduce yourself and what you do and then what you're doing when in regards to content versus your business and your practice?
Absolutely. So my name is Dr. Boris Nektalov. I'm from Queens, New York. I found Sam very by accident, really searching online. And the reason why I found Sam's, the reason I was searching for you was because I wanted to build my own studio because I've been recording videos to educate my patients on what I do, which is chiropractic and gut health. So, people feel more confident when they see what you do live in the office, and when they come to you, they already know what to expect. There's no guessing what's going to be happening. And then also building confidence from my patients by watching from other patients' success stories. So it took me a while to build it up, from to make it from like a made at home type of videos to more professional looking to really to show people, to make it look more enjoyable, more a professional background and the look, and that makes it more enjoyable for them to sit back and learn what we have to teach them.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah. Thank you so much for that quick introduction. Yeah. So for someone who probably doesn't have a studio, because before we started working together, you definitely had a studio. I think you were looking for you had just purchased your stream deck. So you know, kind of watching videos here and there on YouTube, trying to build your own studio. So can you walk me through? Obviously, guys, look at his studio right now. Okay, it's very shiny. It's looking good. Camera on point. So can you walk me through how it was before? What were
So
these main struggles?
absolutely. So I was recording basically on just straight into the camera. I had an iPad, I had a teleprompter, and that was it. I was just recording straight, and it was just back and forth, back and forth. I didn't have that versatile control of the studio. So what happened was I came across Elgato, and then I started searching. Who knows about how to? And before searching, I started to trying to figure out myself, but it took so much time. And everyone knows what's the most valuable thing in life. Two things, really. It's number one, what I teach is your health, and number two is time. The amount of time I gave into trying to figure this out, I was taking away that same time from my patients and from my own research of writing content. So I said, you know what? I can't waste time. I have to find somebody who actually knows this stuff, who's already dedicated, and that's his profession, to teach somebody to save my time. And that's exactly what I did. So I found your video that you were talking about the specifically Stream Deck, how to control it without having another person controlling from the background, which
Mm-hmm.
costs more money for that, right? So for you to
Yeah.
get somebody else like a producer who's sitting back and controlling that, that's a big production.
Yeah.
So I said, how can I save time and be able to control my own studio while I'm recording? And that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I found. I found you explaining a video on how to use a Stream Deck, and I reached out. You reached out back, and we started learning together.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Yeah. That's very powerful because time, guys, when it comes to creating content, time is everything. Because I remember when I started too, I was kind of doing the same thing. My first video, the way I recorded it, I was recording through the camera. So use an SD card, record everything through the camera. I was actually, even my audio was recorded separately through the computer, and I would take, I think I was using Adobe Audition. So I'll take the audio file and the video file, I'll put into an editing software, and I'll sync everything, and then I will color correct and edit. It was a long process. So when you wanna, they say you wanna put out, like, I don't know, 2, 3 pieces of content on a weekly basis, it can actually become time consuming, and that's where something that I have actually personally, I learned from other people, but I started actually implementing a way to simplify the recording process, the going live process, right? And that's where something called, what I call, a content machine, basically building a studio that does everything live. So when you're done recording, the file is ready, audio is kind of edited, is synced with the video already. And that's what we've been able to build with Dr. Boris. And personally, I've been able to actually do that as well back in the day. And that's the system that I recommend to you guys, all of you guys. If you're trying to create content, live streaming, build something that you have all the presets, all the color corrections, everything kind of baked into that system. So your studio should be there permanent, kind of ready to go. So anytime you need to go live or to create content, it's actually there and ready to go. So we got Evening Elevation joining, says, Bless, bro. Welcome to the stream, my brother. Thanks so much for being here. So, Dr. Boris, can you just give us an idea? How did it change your life in terms of content creation and things like that? At the time that we actually got to build your studio, where now you have OBS. That's why you use to record. You have your studio built. This is your office, right?
Right,
Let me switch to your scene so people can see like what your
right.
office looks like. This is your office.
Yes, this is my actually this is my desk.
Okay.
So my desk literally in like where my camera is sitting, and my background, this is my just regular desk.
Mm-hmm.
This was just a wall,
Mm-hmm.
and so then we came together to put my logo here, to put a background, little flower, I guess, like here, and
Yeah.
that's it. And then I have the microphone. My literally my stream deck is literally in front of me, at my
Nice.
fingertips,
Yeah.
and my mouse literally here as well. I can see what's happening on the teleprompter from Elgato. It's so like synced in together, and it's literally again going back to time.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I would have to go through to one system, go back, get the SD, put it in, check it out. I mean, it just took so much time. This is literally at my fingertips, and
Yeah.
just clicking buttons, preset buttons, to make it so much more. It saved me so much time.
Yeah.
Really does.
And you got your lighting and everything is in front of you basically. Whenever you need to create content, you can just go live. You can just record videos. So how many videos are you publishing right now? Obviously, we're gonna show your channel and everything. But how many videos now you publishing per week
So
for
we
your?
have two different channels.
Mm-hmm.
One is for chiropractic and one is for the gut health. So for gut health, we're publishing 3 videos a week, and for the chiropractic videos channel, we're doing literally every day. We're doing a short, and we're
Mm-hmm.
doing maybe one long on on the chiropractic channel.
So how long is it taking you to record those videos? How much
Literally, I
time do you
just I just
allocate?
did, like, it took me before to make the shorts. It took
Mm-hmm.
me hours, literally hours. I did 6 shorts. Yesterday took me an hour, and still, listen, it's still
Yeah.
a learning curve. I'm still learning how to make it more efficient,
Yeah.
faster,
Yeah.
smoother. I'm
Yeah.
learning how to, to read and record and rewrite and make it functional much more smoother. And definitely, and besides that, something I also want to mention, something I reached out to you for the Stream Deck,
Mm-hmm.
but you also gave me the OBS, the system of OBS, because
Yeah.
the Elgato has similar, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
And then, so you taught me about that. And then another, that what also saved me a lot of time is the Trello, the system called
Yeah.
Trello,
Trailer.
right?
Yeah. For
So the
organizing your.
organizer, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, it saved me. So before we did the WhatsApp, we would
Mm-hmm.
send, and then the editor would say, I didn't get this, where, but I did send it. We had to scroll down to see where is it. So Trello, number one, it's free
Yeah.
for basic organizer, and
Yeah.
then it just everything is like you can't miss it.
Yeah.
You just can't miss
I
it.
think I don't know. I hate to say, but I think Trello should be charging money for what
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
do. I still don't understand why it's free.
Apparently, there's a new one
Mm.
or old one,
Mm-hmm.
which is called Monday.com. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Monday.com.
Yeah.
I looked at it. Supposedly it's better, but it's a lot more expensive.
But
There's
I
no.
see. It's not like a CRM. Maybe I think it does more than just scheduling content. I've never
Yeah, it's
tried it
more.
though.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely more.
Mm-hmm.
My editor was telling me that it's a lot more versatile than Trello. But again, my Trello works literally,
Yeah.
makes it more smooth.
Exactly.
That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's all that I care about.
Yeah. I mean, like for me too, like the same thing. Like Trello, the time I discovered Trello, it completely changed my life.
Yeah.
It saved me a lot of time. Like the other day, I recorded, like, going back to how much time it takes to record content. I recorded last week 30. Now we're gonna get to it. By the way, YouTube has been pushing shorts a lot, so I've been testing shorts on my channel, and I recorded 30 shorts in one day. Okay. Um, it was a lot of work. It took me probably 7 hours to record. But we're talking about 30 shorts in one day, and I'm done for 30 days. I'm posting a short every single day now. Obviously, for you guys watching my content, I hope you're not gonna be mad that you see shorts every day. But what I'm trying to say is, like, having systems in place. The fact that I have something like OBS, my camera is already, my camera microphone is already baked in. I just hit record, and the screen record my screen, because I do tutorials, and I can just keep rolling, right? And after that, I export everything. I use WeTransfer, and then I'll take the links into Trello. I'll create everything with titles, and I'll send to my editor. I don't have to send anything. He's gonna log in his Trello, and he's gonna see every single video. He's gonna start working on them, which is really cool. So yeah, saving time. I mean, it's that's the best thing you have to think about when you're creating content. So now we have OBS. We already have all the scenes. Now you can go live. You can record your content, no problem. So talk to me. What's the whole experience? Because people are scared of OBS. Most people are scared, and I'm not gonna lie. It takes time to learn. Even myself, like, I use it every time, and there's always something new. But once you have it set up, you actually don't have to think about it. So talk to me about the learning experience, how you got to learn OBS and how to use it, and how you actually got to start using it every day for your content creation versus actually using your camera and SD card.
So for me, it wasn't scary because I'm a electronic or technology freak. I love new stuff. You know, when I see something new and how it works, I get synced into it. Uh, OBS is very easy, and you know, you and I, it took us a couple of visits in terms of getting online and setting it up. But once you set it up, it's, you know, you turn the computer on, bring it in. I mean, it's easy to learn. And what I like about your courses, that online courses, like, I have to use it a few times, you know, when I have no time or you have no time to get on the phone, we'll go back to the short video that you made, and it just goes step by step to show me what I need to do, what piece am I missing, and then that's it. The more you use it, the the better it gets. For me, it was a good, very easy transition.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, for the people who are scared, really, like, OBS is not that complicated. Again, you just gotta build it once. And what's good about OBS, it does not put you in a box. You can create anything you want in OBS. You guys looking at this layout that I created for this stream. If I want tomorrow, I can change it to something else, right? I'm able to bring in Dr. Boris through, I'm using Video Ninja with the reusable links. By the way, if you haven't checked that out, you should check out that video, because right now, as soon as he joins, he appears in my OBS, and then boom, and then we start, start the conversation and everything. So yeah, so how much time do you think you saved when you transitioned to OBS versus the old way?
The fact that, you know, when you record with the OBS, right? It go as soon as you click stop, you can, and literally my mouse at my fingertips. So I record, I go back to watching it. If it's, I don't like it, I delete, I go back to recording, and literally like that, very quick, seconds. Um, Definitely saved me a lot of time, and I'm definitely appreciative about that.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. So, let's see who we have in the chat here. We have Evening Elevation says, bless and no, love your content, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. That's why I'm here, trying to help. It helped me to start my podcast. That's awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate that. just have to pick up one of your overlays. Yeah. You want to make sure you check out streamtools.com if you are actually looking for overlays. By the way, this is streamtools.com, guys. If you're looking for overlays, this is what I'm using. I'm using one of the overlays, by the way. This is a small store that I put together for you guys. If you're looking for templates, kind of ready to use stuff for your streams. So yeah, you want to make sure this is the pack that I'm using for this stream right here, right? This is very popular, right? So go ahead and check it out for sure. Yeah, appreciate you. We got my man Darius in the chat, says great information. OBS is a great tool. Build the foundation and create. Yes, that's right, my man. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys. And we get It's the humor for me. Cameras are looking great. Yay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, first of all, guys, like, kudos to Dr. Boris, okay? By the way, I told him just the basic, okay? And I'm going to ask him to tell us everything he's using for building his studio because he's looking so good. He's looking so freaking good. Like the studio, the lights, the lighting is on point. The depth of field, we got blurry background. We got the decor, the flowers. Everything is on point. Dr. Boris, what's the secret? Can you tell us what are you using right now? How did you build your studio? Quick breakdown.
So, so from lighting, let's just start from lighting. Before I had 3 different lights coming in, one from the front above the camera, and 2 from the side. So when you looked at it, you said, "Wow, there's a lot of bleeding." So all these purple colors were not showing. I was like, I don't know why. And then you told me, okay, call me on the phone and let's look at it. And you saw, wow, 3 lights is way too much. So I got one Amaran with the umbrella, and I put it down all the way to like 10%, I believe, right? We talked about that 10%. So I have from lighting, it's an Amaran with Amaran umbrella with 10% of the wattage of the light, and then I'm looking through a Sony camera. So I recently purchased a second camera. This is my second camera that I'm using. What is it?
The Sony ZV-E10?
ZV-E10, yes.
Yeah.
ZV-E10, definitely great color. And then teleprompter is sitting literally on the camera. And then I'm using Elgato microphone. I'm using Elgato Stream Deck,
Yeah.
which controls my microphone, the speakers. I'm using the Insure headphones
Yeah.
here. So what I like is, so I don't like the bulkiness.
Like what
So
I
you
have. This
you
I
said,
don't recommend this, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you recommended Insure. I didn't. So this is what the artists, the singers, right?
Yeah.
They use this. So it's cleaner. It's
Yeah.
much more comfortable. I
Yeah.
can hear very well.
Yeah.
And
And
what
it's
else am I
hidden.
using?
People don't.
And it's
really-
hidden. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the what do you call it?
The wire.
The wire is literally behind me. Boom,
Yeah.
like this. It's connected to the Stream Deck. What else am I using? I think that's it. That's all I'm using.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah. It really, like, I like the way it came out. Like it's looking good, man. Like it's very professional. And again, it's not too much. It's not too techy. Represents you as a doctor. So and I mean, did it cost a lot of money? The ZV-E10 is like $700 plus the lens.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
EZV10 was about $800.
Yeah.
I don't think people need the Alpha 3.4. It's like $3,000 camera. I don't think you need that camera. This one specifically is I've done a lot of research which camera to. I started with Alpha 3, Alpha 7 III,
Okay.
which is good camera.
Yeah.
But I have a good lens on it. But as a secondary camera, I think this one is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the ZV-E10 can even be the main camera. In fact,
Yeah.
the A7 III that you have, I think you still have it. It's a great camera, but
Yeah.
for the things that we do, guys, online, creating YouTube content and everything, there's so many features when you buy a camera like the A7 III that you have so many features you're never gonna use, right? The reason why it's a little more expensive is because it was made for more things, not just creating content for YouTube or social media in general. If you're a filmmaker, you shoot weddings, you can use it for photography. But if you just need the camera to do YouTube videos or to just do social media content, including going live, like the ZV-E10 is perfect. It's got good autofocus. It's got nice depth of field. It's gonna give you that blurry background behind you. The colors are perfect. You got good lenses, not too expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect camera. It does not overheat. I mean, it does overheat if you're recording, but the secret with the studio, the way we build these studios, we actually don't record with the
Right.
camera. So we're just sending the feed into OBS and we record using OBS. So that actually helps the camera not to work too hard, so it never overheats basically.
100%, I agree. And the whenever I used to record directly into the camera, I definitely felt the camera was getting hot.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's an issue. That's why the ZV-E10 is perfect for the social media kind of things. But if you want to use it for other things other than going live or just recording basic content, then you need probably a different camera. But for
Right.
live streaming, just power it using USB. By the way, I have it, guys. This is the camera, my second camera right here. That's the ZV-E10, my Sony ZV-E10. So all you need is just to connect to power it using USB, and then send HDMI out into a capture card, and that's it. It never overheats. Now, if you need to use it for recording, you can use it, but you're not probably gonna be able to use it for longer recordings. Otherwise you may need. There's a little fan that I actually have it from Ulanzi. They make if you wanna use it for a long period of time, for recording. It's like a little fan you can put on the back because the camera doesn't have a fan. Actually, that's the problem. So that's why it overheats. But for studios like this, it's a perfect camera. So
100%.
yeah, so let's see what we have here in the comments. Um,
Quick question for you, Sam.
yes, sure, go ahead.
So I've been doing like my ever since I've been recording, a lot of content is going into the computer storage, right? So I have an issue with the storage with the PC. So I'm just basically convinced that my next computer is gonna be a Mac,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's much more efficient, faster, and a lot more reliable. Obviously, a lot of softwares are not working with with the Mac. For this type of content, it works perfect. What's your view on that?
So basically, your question is like Mac versus PC.
Yes.
So I would say, I think it really depends on what you like. To be honest, for as a content creator, I have both. So behind me, there's my Mac Mini. I have a Mac Mini M4, the newest, and it works well. That's the job, and I don't complain. It's powerful. It's actually more powerful than compared looking at the price. Now it's not more powerful than my PC, but my PC is really expensive. It was custom built. But for something in the same price range, I think my Mac Mini is I would say maybe 10
Beating
times
it.
powerful.
Right.
Yeah, 10 times powerful than a PC in the same range. If I was to buy a PC for $600 compared to the Mac, the M4 is actually way better. However, I still, depending on what you're trying to do, what kind of software they use, are you gonna? Some people like gaming, That's where the choice. That's where you're gonna have to kind of pick which one is better for you, but also the feel. Like with the Mac, you have to buy some types of keyboards, Bluetooth, USB Type C, Thunderboard. It's a more. I would say it just depends on what you feel comfortable with and what you like. In terms of price, Macs tend to be a little more expensive. You're not buying the Mac Mini. Mac Minis are like the cheapest when it comes to Mac. But if you go with, like the Mac Studios and other Mac computer, MacBooks, they tend to be more expensive compared to PCs. So now it all depends on you really what you like. Personally, I think for content creation, I'll say if you like Mac, go for it. Um, PC will still work. To be honest, they both OBS run on both. Most plugins that we use tend to be made for both Mac and PC. So that's not gonna be an issue. Um, so that's a tough question actually. It's a really tough question because I can't tell you
Because the
Mac
way
is
I
better
look at
than
it,
PC.
the way I look at it, it works with OBS.
Mm-hmm.
It works with Elgato. It works with
Yeah,
many microphone setups.
yeah,
If you and it works with many, let's say Premiere Pro, if you're doing editing.
yeah.
If you're doing what is it, CapCut?
CapCut works for both.
CapCut, it
Yeah,
works
with
for that.
both.
I mean, if you're
Yeah,
doing just for that, it's great. But if
yeah,
you're doing some other development, it's a problem. But
yeah.
that's what I'm leaning towards going forward.
Yeah, you also like if you get are you going for the Mac Mini or you going for the
No, no, no.
MacBook style?
Because I'm gonna be getting a MacBook. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I needed like a mobile studio because I'm gonna be
Okay.
going visiting other doctors, interviewing them, just
Okay.
being mobile. So I need a MacBook.
Yeah. So in that case, I think the MacBook would be better than like a PC laptop kind of thing,
Right.
right? Because you never gonna game like even personally, I bought one PC. I think it cost me like was a 1,200 kind of thing. It was okay, it did the job, but I would still think a MacBook is more. There's this thing is simpler, huh? There's that like Mac is
A lot
simpler.
simpler. A
Yeah, it's
lot simpler.
simpler. It's a little cleaner.
Straightforward. Yeah.
And then like when you get into PC now, you start having like the screen is like 1080 instead of being. You have a lot of choices, and sometimes it could be confusing. But Mac is simple. When you get it, you know it's gonna work and it's gonna give you the best quality regardless. So I would say, yeah, for that matter, I'll say go with the MacBook for sure, for sure.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and just make sure you get the latest because that's another
Yes.
problem with Mac. After 5 years, like the whole thing's kind of outdated. So make sure you get the M chip, M4 basically. I think that's the latest. All right, so we
Yes.
get some comments here to address. Uh, let's see. Great information, OBS. Okay, we get. I think we have seen this. This one camera are looking great. That was a compliment for Dr. Boris. Hip Hop Lobby says, thanks for your content, boss. I grew and monetized my page by live streaming in 2 weeks. Thanks to your page. Oh, I need money. You have to send me some money, huh? Just kidding. Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. I would love to check out your page. But yeah, that's amazing. Hey, if you wanna be a guest on the stream, that would be awesome as well. Like the Dr. Boris. It's always good, guys. If you can inspire other people, just give us the secret sauce. How did you do it? You got it monetized in 2 weeks.
That's
Wow,
amazing. That's
that's
amazing. Wow.
amazing. Yeah, we wanna know the secrets. Um, another compliment for Dr. Boris says he's looking very fresh. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um, Evening Elevation says, have to go watch the video with Video Ninja using the reusable links. Yeah, this video is amazing. If you need it, let me know. I'll try to find it. But if you just type in on YouTube, Video Ninja reusable links, I think I'm the only one who covered that topic. It is amazing. My lighting currently sucks. What are the best brand or settings? All right. Obviously, I'm gonna let Dr. Boris give us some insight. Do you have any suggestions? Some of the lights are you currently using to help hip hop lobbyists?
So at my convenience, we have a store called B&H in New York City, and this store is such an it's to me it's like a Disneyland, like for adults. Disneyland for adults. So when you go there, they have literally professional advisors there. From so I'm a fan of. I mean, it works for me very well. Amaron lighting. Um, so if you go there, I don't know if or you can get it on Amazon. The
Yeah.
Amaron lighting, I think, phenomenal, and it's not that expensive. You can get a. I do not recommend anybody if it's for a basic studio. Do not get it above 100 watts. Even
Mm-hmm.
60 watts is plenty because I have 200 watts and I'm only using 10% of that.
Can you see my screen? Is this the one that you're using
That's the one.
currently?
Yep, yep. That's the one I have. That's
All
the one
right.
I have.
So this is what Dr. Boris is using. It's called Amaran 200X. Yeah,
Yes.
I think you need just the light itself is not enough. I think you need to get a
Umbrella.
an umbrella or a softbox, something that will look like this. So something like this should
Yep.
do. Now, guys, if you are on a budget, this is like kind of high end. You understand, Dr. Boris is
How
a
much is
doctor,
that?
so he's rich.
How
Sorry, I'm
how much
kidding.
how
It's
much
fun.
is that?
This is a $350.
Wow. No, I got it for cheaper than that. I got it for
Um,
199.
okay, so this okay probably. Oh, how is
But
it
but again,
possible?
I don't think people need 200 watts. I think 60 watts is plenty.
Okay, yeah, because I have the.
Amron 60 is
Let
really
me see.
plenty.
I'm around 60. Maybe it's gonna 60. Oh, maybe it's one of these. Maybe it's probably one of. Maybe it's this one.
Yeah. Or even 100. How much is that?
60D. This is. I think
Yeah,
this is six.
60D.
Yeah,
How much is it?
this one is $169.
I think it's gonna be under $100 on Amazon. It's
Yeah,
definitely gonna be.
this is Amazon.
Oh, this is Amazon.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
this is a
That
169, which is actually good. This is not expensive because I use the Godox SL60W. It's almost the same price.
uh-huh. Okay.
Let me see. Godox. Now I'm gonna give you some insights when it comes to lighting, guys.
But if you see,
God.
if you look at me, Sam,
Mm-hmm.
I'm using a 10% right now.
Yeah,
Would you agree that there's a little bit too much light right here on me?
yeah,
A little
yeah.
bit. I
Just a
would say
little
so.
bit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm noticing it right now actually.
but it still looks good. I mean, that's something you can adjust in
I
OBS.
think I think the lighting I did not change because I used to run the Alpha 7 III and this setting was good. So with my other camera, my new camera, the aperture is 1.8. On the other one is 2.4, I believe, aperture.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I should change that.
Yeah, I mean the aperture is going to aperture ISO. The camera settings, the camera exposure as well is going to help a lot. So most of the lights that we use they're overkill, right? Like even mine, I use it maybe 15 or 20%. So like if it, so this is the one that I personally use. The one you showed is around $100, and you add the softbox. But what happens, guys, is these lights are large, okay, and you want to make sure you have space that can accommodate some all these lights. So either you go with Godox SL60W or the Amaran 60D, the one that Dr. Boris has. They're going to all work. You definitely gonna need a soft box with that because that's what gives you an even lighting on your face just to make
Yes.
sure everything is looking smooth. Other than that, if you need something kind of like cheaper, you can find um if you type studio lights in Amazon on Amazon here, you can find some lights like this one. This is the one that I've been recommending if you're on a budget. Okay, they're not wow, but they do the job. It's
Right.
like it's like a bulb, and then what you need really the key is to have some soft box. Always, a soft box is gonna soften the light and make sure it gives you good lighting on your face, and that's really the key. It's just make sure it's in front of you, kind of 45 degrees, kind of tilted down a little bit, not straight into your face, a little bit up, and then tilted down on the side a little bit, right? And that's it. So this comes in two with two lights. It's a kit of two lights, and it's only $80. So lighting is not an issue. Obviously, the quality is not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be as good as the Amaran or the God Docs, because it's obviously cheap. The stand is gonna feel a little cheaper. It's just you're paying cheaper, so the material may not be as good, but the results are almost not the same, but almost the same. Um, Another thing, like if you have a small room, and this is something I'm thinking about, even for you, Dr. Boris, when you build your mobile rig. So I'm looking into Elgato Key Light. They are a little more expensive, and you always need at least two, but they are more portable. Huh? You can see how small they
Right.
are. So you can put, like, it's easy to just mount on your desk. You can get two in front of you, and those are going to be awesome. So actually Godox has other lights like this. These ones, Godox ES45. They are cheaper, and I'm tempted to try them actually. So if you guys can see on screen, Godox, uh, they are way cheaper than Elgato ones. So it's $140 each.
Yeah,
Uh,
I do not recommend Elgato lighting. Too expensive. You can get cheaper.
yeah, they are really expensive.
Right.
Elgato, they tend to be a little more premium.
Right. Even the microphone stand. I don't know why I got it from Elgato, but um, I think there are a lot cheaper microphone stands that you can get because it's just a
Yeah,
stand.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, there's always something a little cheaper. The only thing that I recommend from Elgato, I mean, I do recommend their stuff, but for Stream Deck, when it comes to Stream Decks, I think they're fantastic.
Right.
So, anyways, I'm a man hip hop lobbyist. What's your name, by the way? Can you just tell us your real name in the chat? Uh, Let us know. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. But if you need help, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to kind of help you set up your studio and everything. Do you stream Verico on YouTube? Personally, I think I've done it once or twice. Um, you could do it either using your phone or using your OBS. I have a video about it. If you want to know how to do it, just let me know. You can do. By the way, you can do both vertical and horizontal using OBS. So let me know if you want to know how to do it. I have a video. I will just send it to you on my channel. So I've done it probably twice, and it's amazing if you have a good audience. It's like doing a TikTok live. It's the same experience. People will be scrolling, watching shorts, and you're going to appear magically into their feed. And if your content is interesting, they're gonna watch you. So yeah. Oh my God. I need your help. Although I know production, I'm finding it hard to help myself with my setup. It is easier to see how to help others, but not always yourself. 100%. Yeah, feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email or just click there's a link in the chat. First link, I think it should be pinned on the top. Just reach out to me, and then I can take a look at your setup and see how I can help you. So yeah, I agree. When I started, by the way, I'm a videographer. When I started, you should go see my first YouTube video that I created. It's embarrassing. Okay. And I had a videography background. I was filming other clients, but I couldn't film myself. So I understand what you're going through right now. Sometimes you help other people, and when you start doing your own stuff, it gets complicated. How many cameras do you recommend for live streaming? Dr. Boris, I'll let you
Just
answer that.
really if one,
Yeah.
unless you have guests,
Mm-hmm.
just one is good enough. I don't think you don't
Yeah.
need anything special. Especially if you're starting off, you should just start with your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I did it. I used my
Yeah.
phone for a while. iPhones today, even Samsung today, man, they make great cameras.
Yeah.
Um, but then, obviously Sony cameras can compete, but that's just the next level.
Yeah.
Because again, it's time. By the time you get a new camera, by the time you will try to figure out how it works. By the time you
Mm-hmm.
get the color grading, again, time, right? You're losing time. I think you
Yeah.
should just start recording, start publishing whatever you want to publish, and then simultaneously, acquire one by one whatever you want to use, and then start learning while you are publishing videos.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like, yeah, start with what you have, start with your phone. You can even grab your phone and just go live like this with the YouTube mobile app. And then, yeah, eventually when you're ready, obviously a phone is a phone. It can be a long term solution. Whenever you're ready to spend money on a dedicated camera, I think one camera is perfect. Like right now, I have maybe like 8 cameras, maybe more than that, like 10 cameras, maybe. But when I'm live, I only use one. That's the only camera that I need. So unless you doing depending on what kind of live stream you do. So let's say if you're doing like product demo or you are drawing, so you can have like your main camera for talking head, and then you can have maybe I have this camera right here. Let me see if you guys can see it. Yeah, this camera right here. So this is when I'm doing like a product showcase. So I can switch to that camera. And I have another camera that it's filming me, this one that you guys are watching. And this is basically just the behind the scenes, okay? Not everybody needs all these cameras. It depends on the type of content you create. Like in fact, for Dr. Boris, he has 2 cameras, but he uses one camera all the time because his content is just talking head, having guests, podcasting, so just one camera. So say one camera, and then maybe a second backup camera for something like behind the
Yes.
scenes, or if you need to do a special live stream. Now, depending on the type of content you create, it could be more. But in
Right.
general, I would say 1 to 2 cameras should be fine.
So I got, I'm working, even though I've been working for a long time with one camera. I got the second one because I'm learning now, because I know in the future I'm going to have 3 cameras because I'm going to have, different guests coming
Hmm.
in.
Yeah.
And while I'm creating content, I'm learning how to incorporate a second camera. I didn't even get the third one yet, even though that
Hmm.
is the plan. Step by step, step by step.
Yeah.
You don't want to overwhelm yourself.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. And I think actually the general basic answer is just one camera, and then add more camera as you go. Like when you need a second
Right,
camera, you will know.
right.
You will just feel it. You will know. Like if you want to add, like let's say you want to do a podcast setup, you have like 2 guests. That it's you're gonna feel it. You'll be like, okay, yeah, I think I need a second camera, one for me and one for the guest. You know.
Right.
So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Another question here. I always think 1 or 2 angles is usually sufficient. Sometimes 3 if you are capturing multiple people. Yeah, yeah, 100%. I agree. Um, a front and side angle is a good mix. Yeah, I mean, like, you don't even need a side angle. Like, this angle right here, you guys are watching my second camera. It's kind of weird if I was live and I just showed this angle. So, because you're talking to the people. So, like, I feel like you guys see me what talking to the screen. It's just weird. I just feel like just one camera, side angle. This is useful if I want to show some stuff behind the scenes. Let's say I want to show you this new box that I'm working on, things like that. It could be useful. So yeah, maybe 1.5. So, but yeah, I agree with you. 1 to 2 cameras is perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm using a Mac Mini M4 now, and it's perfect for me. Yeah, it's I use it too. I think I need to test it on 4K recording and streaming with OBS and see how it does. But like 1080 stuff, I mean, it's like it's a beast. It's a beast. Um, I love it. So says Mac is a great move. Yeah, they see their chat agrees with you for going with the Mac.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ubiquitous. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm using two webcams now, but building out my office, so I will think of getting another when it's done. Oh, nice. By the way, if you're using two webcams, I'll see. Don't try to add a third one, because at some point your computer is gonna be overloaded with USB cameras. It doesn't usually work well. I will advise you after that start thinking about getting HDMI cameras and get something like an HDMI switcher. It would be easier instead of adding multiple webcams. I want better quality more than anything. Yeah, so if you need like the best quality, obviously lighting is everything. Even if you get the ZVE 10 or some of the best cameras on the market, if your lighting sucks, again, it doesn't have to be expensive. It's just using it the right way. So get your lighting, get it right first, and then if you need some fancy looking images, like what me and Dr. Boris have, definitely look into RGB lighting, a little bit of color
Yes.
in the background, and add a little bit of get a lens that will give you depth of field, like a blurry background. So Sony ZV-E10 is perfect, good for budget, and the quality is amazing. So yeah, if you have the budget, get this ZV-E10 for sure. Um, I'm gonna call you UB. UB says I use PC. Hip hop lobbyist. The Mac Mini M4 isn't bad for a starter setup. I mean, like, yeah, not just starting out. Like, it's just a good computer. Period. You can use it for anything, in my opinion. But processing power is the focus no matter what you choose. I agree with you. With recording a lot of content, a big concern is storage. Make sure that you are moving your files to a NAS. Okay, so that's something that at some point. This is my brother Darius saying, I'm actually working on that. I think I have to build a NAS. Dr. Boris, you know what a NAS is?
The what again?
A NAS. So
No.
a NAS is like it's like a storage server kind of thing,
Okay.
right? It's like a dedicated server that will allow you to add kind of insert multiple hard drives, and then you can store your content there. Because at some point, when you're recording in 4K, your hard drive is gonna get full. Either use hard drive or SSD. It's gonna get full after like 2 years of recording content, 3 years, 4 years. This is my fourth year. It's gonna get full, right? So where you actually run out of hard drives, and that's where having a solution, having like a dedicated home server, can help you. Where you can have like 30 terabyte or 40, 50 terabyte of storage kind of ready for you. You can store everything there.
That's the next level.
Yeah, that's the next level. I'm thinking about it too because I have a good PC. So that's another good thing about between PC and a Mac. So a PC is more customizable, it's more
Right.
flexible. So for instance, my PC it was custom built, so it allows me to add multiple drives. Now I can
Right.
add up to maybe eight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I add eight drives, each drive has like 12 terabyte of storage. That's in itself is like a server, right? I can get like 50 terabyte in my PC. Um, and that allows me to store a lot of videos. And eventually when they get full, I can even take them out and then replace with new ones, and I'm still gonna keep those drives. So that's like you can say how flexible having a PC is. But also eventually I'm thinking of building just like a massive storage kind of server. We can have like 10 drives in there, and they're gonna be connected to all my computer via network, so I can save all my files there. What's good about a server is if let's say you have three, four computers on your network in your office, you can access those files from each computer that's connected on the same network. right? But that's
Got
some
it.
next level stuff. So
Right,
it
right.
just Darius brought up the point, so I thought it was awesome. M4 MacBook Pro is your best bet. Oh, you got a recommendation here. Um, okay, Hip Hop says, be more than happy to share. I'm going to make a video and tag you. All right, Hip Hop Lobbies, yeah, feel free to tag me for sure. Doctor, buy for me a $200 and ship to me. Someone wants you to buy them a $200. Is it the light?
It's
I
probably
mean,
the lie. They're probably thinking that they don't probably don't believe that I got it for $200. I guess you have to
oh,
come to New York City to
yeah,
find
but
out
we
from a
saw it on
B&H.
Amazon though. I think we saw. It depends on which one you get, but we saw one on Amazon. The 60
I did
days
see it, right? I
cheaper.
did see. I think I got it from Amazon, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, it is available for
It's available.
actually this
Sometimes
thing. Yeah.
they're running sales. You never know.
Yeah. Um, I used a very cool live stream to monetize in 14 days, boss. Would you love to share? Huh? I used the very cool live stream to
Ah,
oh yeah, that is amazing. What type of content do you create actually? I'd love to check out your channel for sure. And yeah, if you wanna come on the show, I'm happy to have you as a guest so you can share your tips um to other
that's
people.
amazing.
Yeah, that's really inspiring. Getting about 30 to 40K views and about 3 to 400 public watch hours per stream. Oh my God. That's massive. Wow. Yeah, we definitely need you to come on the stream and we wanna know how you're doing it. What's the secret? Really have to thank you because your content on social ninja helped me, boss. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for sure. Definitely NAS is ideal. One of my editors is in West Africa and he can still access the files he needs. Oh yeah, see that? Yeah, that's another cool thing with the NAS because it's like building your own Google Drive. Uh, Someone can access it from anywhere, right? It's connected to internet. So yeah, that's probably something we're gonna be doing, me and Dr. Boris in the future. Again, like one of the things I say, guys, when you need something, you will know. Like right now, Dr. Boris, for instance, he doesn't know that he needs it because he's still okay. He has hard drives and everything's working well, so he doesn't have any problem. Once that problem presents itself, he will definitely start thinking. He will start calling me, and then I'm gonna set it up. But I have to set up myself first. I have to set up one. Yeah. So Dr. Boris, I know time is, yeah, I think it's almost gone. But before we end, I wanted to talk about your channel. Can you just tell us exactly what your channel is all about, and for the people who probably want to follow you and check you out.
So my so I have two channels. One of them that I'm very focused to growing is the gut health one. Why is that important to me? Because unfortunately, the metabolic syndrome problems that people have today is 40% plus of people having all kinds of diabetes, from heart disease, from cancer, from autoimmune, and it all starts in your gut. So, unfortunately, as Steve Jobs said it in his letter, if you do not eat food as your medicine, then you will eat medicine as your food. So, if you want to turn that around in your health, where do you start? And it's always your gut. So, and that's my focus. As a
Mm-hmm.
chiropractor, we don't just study the skeleton. We also studying the how does your immune system working, how does your digestive system is working, and what can you do to improve that through natural means. So nutrition, supplements, water, sleep, rest, all that plays a role to optimize your gut health. And then if you fix that, then or improve that, then you will improve your and prevent many diseases to attack you. Especially today, everyone talks about mental health issues today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is on a rise, epidemics. So many people are suffering from anxiety, depression. So I treat many psychiatrists for chiropractic, right? They also have a spine. They also have neck problems and back problems. What they don't want to do is take their own medicine for back pain and for neck pain. So what they do is they come to me or physical therapy. So and then I try to pick the brain and trying to correlate when people have mental health issues. Does that have to do with anything with their gut? And guess what they're saying? They're saying there's 100% correlation. Every single patient of theirs that are suffering from depression or anxiety all have gut problems. So, and there's many studies actually out there supporting that if you fix your gut, you will improve your mental health issues. And that's what I'm trying to do is by bringing out information and educating people what can they do, simple steps. My
Yeah.
videos are no longer than 6-7 minutes
Yeah.
in different areas of their gut health to start improving by improving their natural food, whole food
Mm-hmm.
intakes.
Yeah. Nice, nice. That's really good. I mean, I think I have to have a lot of work to do as well in that regards.
We all do. Listen, we all live in the same environment, even myself, right? So
Yeah.
I'm also you can only control what you can control,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can't control how the production is made, but what you can control what's happening in your own house, in your own kitchen,
Yeah.
and at your immediate exposure.
Mm-hmm.
So take control of that. 60 to 70%. Just simple step like this: 60 to 70% of your body is water,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And if 60 and 70% of your body is water, how much water you should be drinking?
Well, more.
So every single patient that comes to our office, for example, right,
Mm.
we do what's called hydration scale, and everyone, I haven't met one person that are properly hydrated. Some people say, you know what, I drink a lot of water. How come am I still dehydrated? Because of minerals, lack of minerals. Where do minerals
Yeah.
supposed to come from? Whole foods. And if it's not coming from whole foods, what can you do? You can supplement,
Yeah.
right? So that's, those little things, just like you helping me with studios, I try to help people with their health to
Mm-hmm.
save them time instead of
Yeah.
trying to do the research and trial and error.
Yeah. No, I definitely, guys. We have the Nectar Love Health channel on the screen right now, so make sure to check him out and go subscribe. Some good tips there. Some of the videos actually doing great. Recent videos here, great thumbnails. It's an amazing YouTube channel growing really. Super excited for you, Doctor, and I appreciate the opportunity to work with you. And you're doing really great. This is awesome.
In
Uh,
a way, you actually also a doctor, believe it or not, because by you helping me put out this information
mhm.
and attracting people to watch this, you actually also involved in helping people in their health.
Yeah. No, I mean, thank you for the compliment because my dream was to be a doctor, so that was a dream crushed. But having a doctor
That's
telling me
it.
that I'm a
That's
doctor,
it. That's
that's
it. That's it.
big. Yeah, so guys, make sure you check out Dr. Nectar Love Health. That's Dr. Boris. He has two channels, but this is the one he's focused on right now. He's trying to grow.
It's fairly
So
new. It's
yeah,
fairly
it's a
new. The other
very
one is a
new.
little bit older.
Yeah,
Fairly new. We're definitely growing. A lot more people are coming in, subscribing.
yeah.
So if you have specific questions about your own health or your family health,
Mm-hmm.
I'm free to talk to you about it. You can reach out through my email or even through this channel. Comment on
Yeah, and
something. I'll definitely answer.
for the people who live in the US, by the way, you can give them your practice address, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're in Queens, New York, 10850 71st Avenue. But even if they are not living, they don't really
Mm-hmm.
have to come in, right? This is advice that I can give
Yeah.
based on what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they can definitely don't have to travel in order to reach out to us.
So you could do like virtual consultations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a Zoom consultations,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So guys, you see the power of having all this cool looking studio. Now, like
100%.
you can look like a doctor on a Zoom call. I've had some virtual consultations with doctors, and oh my god,
It's very
sometimes it's just
popular.
yeah. And but the problem is they look so. I mean, they are doctors, but the presentation, the look on camera, they have like this blurry
Yes.
backgrounds. The lighting is
Yes.
awful. The sound sounds bad. Like, I mean, yeah, I still trust them because it's a clinic and I trust the clinic and everything. But if you ask me to choose between that type of doctor who's gonna show up on a Zoom and the lighting is off, or they're using a cheap webcam that doesn't make sense, and having a consultation with someone like Dr. Boris, looking good, good lighting, looking professional, sounding good, I think obviously I'll go with Dr. Boris, right? Like presentation is everything. Unfortunately, technology is available, but most people don't know and how to use it. Most companies, even big brands, don't know how to take advantage of technology. And their virtual consultations sometimes they don't look that great. But look at what Dr. Boris has been able to accomplish, and I'm sure your clients appreciate that as well. From the tips that you're sharing online to having those virtual consultations and looking professional, it's amazing. It's really amazing.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
no problem. So you got a few comments here. Hip hop lobbyist says, yeah, I don't know, but I'm a professional lobbyist and believe my organic commentary is helping. Yeah, he's doing political content that
Ah,
usually blows up fast. Yeah, so
yes,
that's another
yes.
thing, guys. Depending on the type of content you create, some content don't just go viral, right? If I create a video about Trump now, right
It's
now
gonna go.
Trump is a hot topic, right?
Right,
It's
right, right.
definitely gonna get a lot of views. But if I create a video on how to use a stream deck, well, I'm gonna get Dr. Boris and some of you guys who want to know how to do that, right? A couple of hundred views. Eventually, over time, it's gonna get views, but some videos are just slow, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you see you're not growing fast, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's just there's no I mean, there's a demand, but it's not big enough for you to go
Right.
viral,
100%.
and it's okay depending on your niche. Yes, doctor, I definitely need a gut check. So make sure you book him. I put his channel. I'll probably link it down below, and I can just let me drop in the chat for you guys. If you wanna check him out, and then you can book a consultation with him, and it'll be awesome. I'm watching this eating a big. Yeah, okay. Cinnamon roll. Is it a bad thing, doctor? Or
Cinnamon roll?
yeah.
Sugar, man. This is the biggest killer, really. I think I already recorded the video
Mm,
comparing sugar
mm-hmm.
effects on your brain versus cocaine.
Wow.
A study shows that sugar has a much stronger and addictive sensation to the brain versus cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and it's a long-term killer, basically, silent killer, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So, guys, sorry, man. We're not judging you, but you shouldn't be eating sugar. Okay.
100%.
Although
Again,
last
if you
night
want to
I
live
had a bit.
to a long life, healthy life, if you don't want to be ended up being in a nursing home, right? So
Yeah.
you want to really avoid sugar.
Last night I had a big piece of chocolate cake. So doctor's
Listen,
not gonna
cheat
like
sheets
this.
are okay, but cheat sheets should not happen every day.
Often. Okay. It's
Yeah.
okay to have a little bit.
Yes.
All right. All right. Greetings from Tanzania. Yay.
Oh,
Everybody, welcome.
wow.
Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Um, so you got a subscriber here. Hip Hop Lobbyist. It says it's gonna be subscribing to your channel.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's how we build communities, guys. Yes, sugar is so bad. It's very hard to stop. It's very hard to stop. I agree with you, man. All right, guys. So it's probably time to wrap it up. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Dr. Boris, you have any last words before we close? Um,
Thank you again, Sam. Learn from this guy. The one thing that I liked about Sam is he was very accessible, and whenever I needed, I would call him. Hey, I have this issue, and especially when I'm recording, everything's set up and something's not working. Especially when I was learning in the beginning, he was out there telling me, do this, do this, do that quickly, and don't waste time because that's the most valuable thing you have. Invest in somebody who already been doing it for hours and hours, learning, educating, just to save you time. And that's exactly what I did, so I can move on with what I do best. So definitely learn from what he has. He has a lot of videos, a lot of. I think you have a class, right? The online class, and also doing one-on-one. That's what I did. I did
yeah.
one-on-one because I didn't have the time to go through on my own the classes. I just needed somebody to tell me straight, do this, do this, do that, and that's it. I wanted to
Hmm.
get into my recordings and posting.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I appreciate you, Dr. Boris. I mean, it's been an honor working with you. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, guys. For you guys, any one of you guys who's already creating content, who wants to get started creating content, I have few options for you guys. I have a course that teaches you how to create content. Basically, everything that you need. I focus on OBS. I try to keep it budget friendly, from building your home studio to something that will look like what I have or what Dr. Boris has. Again, doesn't have to break the bank. We go through the budgeting, see how much money you're willing to spend on the gear, and try to build you something that will look nice. To now using the software, using the studio and OBS to be able to record content, what I call unlimited content. So basically, being able to use OBS to record as many videos as you want in less time, going live, creating professional webinars. If you want to do webinars, showing up on Zoom calls, looking professional. If you're doing some virtual presentations or consultations for your business, like Dr. Boris, you can do that as well using the same setup, and basically really just to be able to save you time. So we have that in a pre-recorded course that I have available. Or if you want a one-on-one help, where we actually get to Zoom calls, me and you, and then I try to walk you through everything together. I help you set it up on a call, and I eventually give you some tips depending on what you need, because you may have specific needs. Maybe you're trying to grow your channel, or you're trying to build a community. Some of the things that I went through as a creator, just help you go through all of that, just to save you time, and yeah, to kind of make you grow faster. So I have those programs, guys. If you are interested, just reach out to my email, live production tips and tools, and we can talk and see which course or which program is best for you, or for your content strategy. All right. But other than that, guys, you gotta subscribe. UB something. Sorry again, I can't pronounce your name. But yeah, Dr. Boris, you got another subscriber here.
Thumbs
So
up.
yeah, you're very popular. You probably should come back.
Thank you.
So yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you for joining again. Thank you, Dr. Boris. This was fun. Hopefully we're gonna do it again.
Yes.
But other than that, we'll
Happy
see you
to help.
guys. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
Take care, guys.